Now, who is Yusri Jabar? Let's begin with the man himself. Yusri Jabar is an Egyptian Islamic lecturer associated with an ultra-conservative Salafi interpretation of Sunni Islam. That is an important point in itself because Salaficism is not synonymous with Islam itself. Far from it, actually. I didn't know this until I looked into it, but there's about 2 billion Muslims across the world, and they represent thousands of cultures, countless theological traditions, and quite an extraordinary diversity of beliefs. Many British Muslims live entirely ordinary lives, and they raise families. I know many who work in the NHS, some serve in our armed forces, teach in our schools, run businesses, vote, volunteer, pay taxes, which is always a key one, but an important one. And they do these things like everyone else. Most people would reject Jabar's teachings outright, Muslim or otherwise. And that's worth saying clearly because accuracy matters. If we lose that distinction, we've already stopped dealing in evidence. But while Jabar certainly doesn't represent all Muslims, he does represent some Muslims and a very specific strand of religious conservatism that has attracted criticism and attention for years. And among the views attributed to him are descriptions of women as, well, disgusting descriptions of women, requiring discipline, comparisons suggesting women must be trained so they don't become like wild animals, and teachings that place husbands in positions of authority over wives. Now, the authority over wives and women being subservient in a culture is not new necessarily, and it might be anathema to us, but that is how other cultures work. When I was myself working in Libya a long time ago, I saw that firsthand. You know, they were very subservient. The man was in charge, the women walked behind. I might not agree with it, but that's the way it is. However, that is not the way we are, or at least the vast majority of men do not view women in that place. In Great Britain, in a Christian country, there are always exceptions to the rule, of course. I'm generalizing, but generally, that is not how we view women, and we certainly do not think of them in these terms because to us, it is just absolutely disgusting and appalling. But these are his views, and he's publicly spouted them. Now, whether those comments are framed as theology or tradition, the underlying message is really difficult to ignore.